say and spell your first and last name for me? You can look at me.
Okay. Mike Oveysi, Oveysi.
Okay. Last name?
Oveysi.
Oh, Oveysi. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And what's your title?
I'm the owner.
Okay.
Yeah. My dad, Amoo's restaurant.
Okay, Amoo's restaurant.
Yeah.
Kind of just talk to me about your feelings today.
Okay, absolutely. Well, today was the happiest day in my life for almost all Iranians, because we've been under oppression, a tyranny, and a bunch of thugs running our country. And today was like the best news you can imagine we received. All day we've been crying, joy tears all day long.
Explain those joy tears coming from you personally. Do you have family?
Sure. Yes. I have most of my relatives. They still live in Iran. Cousins, aunts, uncles, nephews, niece. They're all in Iran. So for the last month and so, almost 2 months since January 8th, when there was a protest started in Iran, the regime arrested hundreds of thousands of people, but also murdered, slaughtered hundreds of thousands of people on the street. Still today, there are people missing and relatives don't know anything about them. Last 2 months was just depressing for us. First of all, we had no way of contacting our relatives for 3 weeks. Total digital blackout, no phone, no internet.
Right.
But then as internet started coming back up, we start hearing news. Like everyone that we knew had lost a relative, a child, a brother, a husband. And it's been just crazy bad 2 months for us as an Iranian. And then, I don't know, you want me to go on?
Yeah, keep going.
And then as we...
I'll be checking this just for my sake.
So as... one thing that gave a lot of hope to Iranian was President Trump's tweet or through social media, asking Iranian to continue their protests and help is on the way. That was the only hope for the Iranian. But as the regime started slaughtering hundreds of thousands of people, and then we heard there's negotiation going on, everybody went into panic mode. Why would there be a negotiation with a regime that has killed all these people, torturing, even in jail, they're raping women and children. So, but then last night when the attack happened, it was the best thing we would think of that could happen. That was the best thing in my life. But then, like this morning, I woke up and I heard him, the Supreme Leader has been terminated. And that was another big news for us as an Iranian. That was the best thing we were hoping for.
Right. Explain to people that may not understand the meaning of this and think of it as just, an attack on a foreign country for oil. Can you talk a little bit more about just what it means to those people protesting this?
Sure. Well, you need to know a little bit of history. In about 47 years ago, Iranian had a revolution against the Shah of Iran. It was mostly propagated on Iranian, was the media, was a lot of things involvement. They wanted Shah out and they brought a religious figure. Iranian were sold that information that this guy is like Gandhi and he's gonna change Iran. So it was a mistake. They had no idea what Islamic Republic would mean. They had no idea. As soon as they took over, they started arresting, killing, eliminating anybody that was against the regime. No fair election, no opposition. You either with them or you against them. Simple. They call themselves a government by God. They say we're representing God on planet Earth. So if you have a fight with us, it's like you're fighting with God. And according to their religion, to their text, if you have a fight against God, you're subject to execution and killing. So they've been killing people for 47 years. On top of that, corruption has eliminated the middle class in Iran. You're either extremely poor or you're with the regime, the top 1%, that you could survive. To make it easy, an average salary in Iran for a worker is about $100 a month. $100. That could probably last them 3, 4, 5 days. So everybody goes either hungry or they keep borrowing, and people now 2, 3 families, they rent one condo to live together because they cannot simply afford. A lot of people had to get rid of their cars, their own house, and go rent a place because they didn't have money to live. So a lot of corruption, a lot of killing and murdering has been going on for 47 years. Iranian have done so many uprisings against this. Like every 3, 4 years, we have one major one. Starting with President Obama was the president, we had a green movement. Iranian came to the street in millions. But back then, President Obama said, I'm not meddling in Iranian affairs. And they were all killed, destroyed, and arrested by the regime. This time, I want people in America to understand, this regime is behind every proxy, every terrorist around the world. Every evil thing, every bad thing you know happening in the world is done by this regime. In the present, they say we're helping Palestinians, but in reality, they have a bunch of crews and thugs running that area in Palestine. They export a lot of money to them. But what happened? People in Palestine, they could never see peace. It's for them always fight and chaos is what they're looking for. That's how they want it. They don't want average, easy life for Iranians because they know if the Iranians had an easy life, if they had good income, they don't want this regime. So they keep them poor and keep slaughtering them just to remain in power. This is truly every Iranian wish. It's like I said, it's my dream come true today for this to happen. And forever, as an Iranian American, we're indebted to President Trump, to United States, and to Israel. We would never forget this. This is the best thing for any Iranian. And thank you, President Trump, for keeping your promise. And we just love you. Iranians are happy you made our day. And hopefully, now that all Iranians unanimously, after Prince Reza Pahlavi, the opposition leader, we could soon have the moment that he can return to Iran with his team because he has planned for even day one. And he can take over the government and have a transition government for 2 years or 1 year, whatever necessary, until we have a fair referendum, fair election, and Iranian can decide on the type of government they decide on. So this is the best could ever happen. This is like a God's plan. It's not for oil. It's not for money. This is really not an act of war against the nation. This is helping oppressed people against tyranny. So it's just, I'm so happy. I've been crying all day. I get excited just talking about it.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Have you been in contact with them since
No, actually, since the attack happened, they cut internet and telephones. We have no way of contacting them. I'm getting some email and text from my relatives that are outside of Iran, in Turkey and other countries. They also tell me they have no contact with inside Iran. I also told Victoria last time, I have a page on Instagram. I have hundreds and thousands of people following me, and I'm in direct touch with my Iranian countrymen. And none of them have been able to contact me. So we really don't know what's going on. However, we keep getting videos from different cities. Iranians are on the streets celebrating. It's true, I've seen some videos. So my heart goes for them, and it's a wonderful day. Again, thanks, President Trump. Thank you.
Explain the emotion. I imagine you've had a lot of Iranians come in.
Oh, yes.
Explain to me how they come in, what they're like when they come in,
Absolutely.
the greetings, etc.
So today we started getting a lot of reservations. Everybody calling us, congratulating. They want to come and celebrate. Today was one of the busiest days in the restaurant for us. We had so many huge takeout orders also because we didn't have enough tables, so a lot of takeouts and delivery orders. But so many people came, and as soon as they walk in, they give us a hug. They start crying. They're saying, congratulations, oh my God, it's like dream come true. Today, like I'm telling you, you had to be an Iranian to understand what freedom feels like today for us. It's amazing.
That's so awesome.
You have no idea.
Are you familiar with the types of strikes that happen and where they happen?
Yes, was it strikes?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I heard the Supreme Leader's compoundments have been attacked, and they got him. They got his daughter-in-law and his son-in-law. We get these things, and it got confirmed by President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu that they have seen evidence to show that Supreme Leader is eliminated. They've also, United States and Israel are only pinpoint targeting the military, the IRCG, the Revolutionary Guard, those people who murdered, a bunch of murderers and thoughts. So everything looks good. Iranian, they don't even have a fear. They are so happy that this is taking place. They come to the street. They know they're not going to bomb the civilians, the United States and Israel. They're only going after those legitimate targets that are attacking ballistic missiles towards all other Middle Eastern countries and to the United States bases around Middle East. So yes, people have a lot of fear of bombing, but technically they take their chances coming to the streets. They're just waiting. They're just waiting right now for a referendum from the opposition, Reza Pahlavi, the Prince Reza Pahlavi, to tell them, okay, it's time to come back to the streets. And you'll see millions and millions of Iranians will come out to the streets again to take over their institution, to take over their government. This is happening. History is just right now is developing before our eyes. And this is like one time in a century to witness this. I'm so lucky to even be able to be here and witness all of this.
When was the last time you were in Iran?
I was in Iran in 1994.
Do you have?
No, I'm not.
Now that this has happened, do you start to think about going back?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm waiting for the day that the Prince Reza Pahlavi returns to Iran, and I know everything has been settled. The Revolutionary Guard have surrendered. We will buy tickets, go back to Iran. All Iranians love to go back to visit relatives, families, and to invest in Iran. We will make this country great. This is going to happen. I know it. I feel it. I can see it.
Right. Let's see if who of your family is still up there?
Who of my family?
Yeah, who of your family?
I have like uncles, cousins, aunts, nephews.
Family is
and
here,
yeah, well, I got lucky because I came when I was a child with my family here. My sister, brother, dad, parents, they're all here. But in Persian culture, we're really close. Like my cousins, they're like my brother. We're all, even though I haven't been to Iran in many years, but we FaceTime each other. I know when they get married. I know their children's name. We're a very uptight community.
Right.
So I feel everything right now, exactly like I'm in Iran. I feel the joy. I'm like part of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you? I mean, it's kind of hard for you to contain that emotion.
Oh my God.
For you, what are the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks look like for you? Just as you start to get in touch with family.
Right.
Do you talk to others? What do you talk to other people about?
Yes, I have a lot of followers on Instagram that they keep contacting me on my Instagram page. They're like in millions. I talk to a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, and also my relatives and families. So one thing they're waiting for is a invitation from the Prince Reza Pahlavi or even President Trump to, this is the moment, come back to the street, take over your institution. This is what people are waiting for. So what we're hoping for was the attack continuing right now. They're hitting all the military bases in Iran. We're hoping that the military surrenders to people and join the people with this revolution. When this happens, this is it. This is what we're looking for. In the next 2-3 days, I'm hoping military decides. We will have commanders joining people. We will have other elites and other well-known figures come and join the people. And then people will come to the street and take over their institution. This is going to happen. This is a fact. I know it like bright daylight. It'll happen.
Yeah,
So this is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and just to kind of wrap it up, do you have any worries? And like as things are unfolding now, do you still have worries?
Yes, of course. We're worried because this regime, they're murderers, they're thugs. I'm really worried that they start going shooting people on the street, going to the homes, because they did that even with the protest. They would say they come and knock on your door, you open the door, they arrest you. Even you haven't participated in the protest. They just don't care. They want numbers. They want to kill so many people so they could put fear back among people. So that, yes, we are worried that the military start mass shooting, genociding all these Iranians, and then we hear bad things about how like hundreds of thousands more people are dead. That's what number one fear that we have. But hopefully, as the United States is attacking and it's on the target right now, maybe they come to their senses. Either they're gonna die, just like President Trump tweeted, that you're either gonna die or you could get immunity by putting your gun down and join people. So I think this has a lot of weight, and we will see that a lot of military personnel will take this under consideration, because this is the only way for them out. They could come out and get immunity, or they could be killed. So anybody with common sense says this is going to happen. The supreme leader is eliminated. People don't want this regime. Let's go join people.
Right. Just another couple curiosity questions. Are you Muslim?
I'm actually not practicing Islam.
Okay.
Most Iranians, and I'm saying it like 90% of Iranians, we're labeled as Muslim.
Right.
We don't even practice Islam. We just were forced when we were born. My family is Muslim. Thank God my family don't even practice Islam. Okay? So to be honest with you, most Iranians don't have any religion. They believe in God. They believe all the beauty God has created, but they do not believe in Islam. Mostly, I can attest close maybe to 80% of Iranian, because I'm in touch with them. They all want to live just like me and you live in the United States. They want the same freedom, the same opportunity to have prosperity and grow and have a fair government.
So speaking of, to those who may practice the religion still, and the cooperation the United States has had with Israel,
yes,
right, and the assistance of that regime change,
right.
How do you feel about it? And then what do you think the people's response to that will be? Because obviously there are some tensions
of course,
with the Islamic State
right.
and the Jewish
of
state,
course.
especially over Palestine.
Well, the main thing is, Iran was not a Muslim country. Iran was conquered by the Arabs, and they were forced to convert to Islam. They would come with their weapons on your neck, say, you either convert to Islam or we're gonna decapitate you. So most Iranians, they converted by force into Islam. Now, historically, Iranians and Jews, we had wonderful relationship. Even today, with this Islamic regime, Iran is the second after Israel for numbers of Jews living inside Iran. They have synagogues, they practice their religion. Now, all the Jews and Iranian, we believe, 2,500 years ago, when Babylon, they were holding all the Jews as slaves, our King Cyrus the Great freed them. So we hear this from Netanyahu and Israeli officials that we owe this to Iranian. We're now gonna go liberate Iranians. This has even made it more Israel a loving country. Every Iranian in every protest I went to in Washington, D.C., other cities, they're holding Iran and Israeli flag. So Iran is not like any other Islamic country. Iranian people love West, love Israel, love United States. The regime didn't. But on the other side, a lot of Muslim countries, the people traditionally, they're Muslim, they don't like Israel because of the Palestine issue, and they're very anti-West. But that's the opposite in Iran. If you want a friend in Middle East, you're gonna need Iran. They're true friends of West with Western values and love for Israel and United States. And this is the fact. Even inside Iran, they're holding Israeli flag. So I don't want anybody to be fooled what media tells you, like it's Israel, it's a coup d'etat, it's a CIA plan. No, this is what Iranian were hoping for, what it has manifested in Iran, because we do believe this. And, this universe has a creator. And one time, Iranians, they got the answers they deserve.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Was there anything that I didn't ask you that you feel like is important that, is known about this whole, I guess, situation?
Well, the only thing is, I want to be very clear, the Iranians, they want regime change. We don't want a deal in the future that they say, okay, well, the head guy is replaced with a new modern reformers guy. No, this DNA of this regime, Iranians are done with it. So the only thing we're hoping and wish and request from the Western countries to not anymore recognize these people as a legitimate representative of Iranians, to close their embassies, to kick out their diplomats. Iranians deserve fair election, to be represented by real Iranian people. And that's what we want the West to help us with, to go ahead and help us all the way to the end to eliminate this regime, to bring a brand new regime as Iranians want to. And we'll vote for it.
That's awesome. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.